Last time on Fissure's Initiative Short Stories. Our heroes were working on a plan to oust King Rovernius and free a, hopefully, friendlier King Durzin.
Okay, hear me out. What if we killed everybody?
That would certainly make things much easier. But I think people have morals or something, so it would probably be better to just kill the king.
But how do we get to him?
Lemons, I've got it! I'll wear your boots, and then the crew will obey me!
They sat in silence for a few seconds.
And?
Oh, sorry, I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Okay, how about you wear the boots and turn me in as a prisoner, and then you go kill the king?
Splendid! And then I break you out of prison, and then we break the old king out of prison!
Perfect! What could go wrong?
As they approached Jan Cardu, the crew signaled the city, and with great, gigantic magical engines, the top of the mountain opened, revealing a massive landing dock. Many other Dwarven Federation airships were docked here, and just as many Dwarven soldiers were servicing them. They landed at an available docking site.
Good work, crew! You are, relieved of duty until further notice.
Yay!
The duo, after asking a few guards for directions, walked to the royal prison and approached the guard.
Hello, guard. This is my prisoner,
He said as he held up Ume.
Oh, okay. Right this way.
He led them downstairs to a row of cells. He squinted as he looked at her and the prison bars. They were too wide and she could easily fly through. He put her into an empty cell, but then put a milk crate over her and sat on it.
Just make sure to fill out a report for her. The papers are in the lobby desk.
Sure, comrade. I must also report to King Rovernius. Where is he?
You don't know?
The guard looked over Melvin, seeming to sense something was off.
Wait, you don't know where the throne room is. How did you even get in the army?
I don't know.
The guard looked thoughtful for a moment and then began roaring with laughter.
That's so true. Right? Like, how did any of us get here? I just wanted to be a painter, to be honest. Anyway, go back out the way you came. Go into the main hall, and then make a left, and then look for the giant golden doors.
Well, back to the old grind, eh, comrade?
Melvin made his way to the throne room and opened the giant metal doors. It was dimly lit by wall torches, and a red carpet led to a lone, exquisitely decorated royal chair. A dwarf in heavy armor sat upon it, looking bored. He glared at Melvin as he answered.
What do you want?
Die, fiend!
Melvin drew his samurai sword and charged the dwarf, who easily deflected it with his gauntlet.
Go, nards!
The battle was quick, brutal, and ended with Melvin's death. King Rovernius called 2 guards, who dragged the corpse away. Melvin played dead as the guards took him to a trash heap and tossed him onto the pile.
Now, what the hell was this guy thinking?
Right? Didn't you hear the questions from the last short story?
I don't think anybody ever actually listens to these things, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you should pay attention to the narrator.
I mean, the narrator's the most important part of any story.
I know, but then you got your main characters and your side characters
But you think about the main characters, and the thing about the main characters is the main characters can die off. You can't kill a narrator. Narrator is like God.
Now, if you could kill the narrator, that'd make you one mean some bitch.
You know what? I think we should probably plot killing the narrator.
I think we could take him.
I think we could, too.
After the guards walked away, Melvin got up and dusted himself off. Also, fuck those guys. I'm the narrator. I know the author, and I can have those jackasses deleted.
Peaches, I'm going to need some help.
Melvin made his way back to the prison guard, who was still sitting on the milk crate, imprisoning Ume in a sea of his farts.
Hello again, sir.
Oh, hey. Working hard or hardly working?
A bit of both, I think. Could you point me in the direction of the former king's cell?
The guard raised an eyebrow.
I want to make fun of him, the big nerd.
The guard stared at him for a moment and then nearly fell off the crate laughing.
You know what? I'll join you. Let's go.
The guard sat up and turned to Ume.
Now don't you try escaping or anything like that.
Melvin and the guard walked down the long hallway of cells. They came to a large iron door with a tiny slot window.
Oh, King Durzin, we're here to pay you a visit.
He unlocked and opened the door. Its metallic groan echoed from across the hall as he opened it, revealing a dwarf chained to the wall. The guard kneeled and picked up some stone pebbles. He began to throw them at the dwarf's face.
I usually come here during my breaks. Fuck this guy, am I right?
A samurai sword exploded out from the guard's chest. Blood dripped down to the floor. Through the pain, the guard managed to look down and mutter.
Nani?
He collapsed to the floor. Melvin checked his body for keys and unlocked the former king's shackles.
You have my thanks, but why are you rescuing me? Because we need to get rid of a bad king.
Durzin stuck out a meaty dwarven hand, and with an epic handshake their alliance was formed. They made their way back to Ume, who was now freely roaming around the prison hallway.
We need to find the armory. Hopefully my gear's still there.
Oh, I kinda already robbed the armory?
She dumped out her magical basket of storage, and several suits of armor and weapons clanged as they hit the concrete floor.
That'll do, friend.
Durzin put on his suit of gold armor and readied his great axe.
Good. Now let us face our foe.
The trio made their way back to the throne room. Many stopped and pointed as they ran by. A few guards noticed but decided against engaging in combat because they did not get paid enough to attack the legendary Durzin. The former king kicked down the doors to the throne room and shouted,
Revernius, your time has come.
Durzin, I knew I should have had you executed long ago.
A furious battle ensued, which shook the very halls of Yankardu. Although the dwarves were equally matched, with the aid of Melvin and Ume, Durzin defeated Rovernius.
You'll spend the rest of your days rotting in that prison cell, Revernius.
Ha! Then you are an even bigger fool than you look, Durzin.
King Durzin locked Rovernius in the same cell that only minutes ago had imprisoned him, and he stepped to the royal balcony to make his speech.
My people, I'm the king, baby. I have returned. Revernius's cruel reign has ended, and it is my honor to serve you once again. I will immediately begin undoing any wrongs Revernius has subjected you to, and together we will resume our work on a harmonious Yankardu, and we will once again become a shining example of freedom to Larynchus.
And then everybody clapped. King Durzin met with Melvin and Ume back in the throne room.
My friends, is there any way I can repay you?
Have you heard of the Immortables?
Yes, I have. They are the people that cannot be killed, correct? That is correct, Your Highness. Do you have an opinion of them?
The king shrugged.
If they're not hurting me, or anyone else, then I have no issue with them.
Sensing his words to be true, Melvin continued.
We are Immortables.
Durzin was silent for a moment. He stroked his glorious beard.
And what do you want me to do with this information?
Could you, not kill us?
Durzin burst into laughter.
I'll do you one better. I'll give you a home and make you official captains of an airship.
He nodded to a guard who ran off. Durzin pointed to a map and told him where their house will be located. A few minutes later, the guard returned with 2 official captain's hats. Durzin put the hats on Ume and Melvin.
There we go. You are now Captain Ume and Captain Melvin of the Dwarven Federation warship Valkyrie. If you ever need anything more from me, all you need to do is ask. Actually, Your Highness, there is one more thing. We are on a quest to defeat Dervius of the Storms, and we need help doing it. They say he's hiding on Mount Nemesius. Ah, then you shall have all the might of Ikuzar, the United Dwarven Nations, behind you.
The duo bowed and went to check out their new home. But will our heroes be able to find a single traveling merchant in a very large city? Will their interference in the Dwarven government lead to any consequences? And will their newfound authority go to their head? Find out next time on Fissure's Initiative Short Stories.